The Boy Who Spoke with God. Once upon a time there was a little boy who lived in a simple house, in a neighborhood where the afternoons smelled of freshly baked bread and the nights were filled with stars. He didn't know how to pray, didn't know any long prayers, didn't know the whole Our Father, nor had he memorized any fancy words. But every day, before going to sleep, he would sit at the edge of his bed, close his eyes, and speak. He didn't recite, he conversed. "Hi, God, it's me again." He would tell him what had happened at school, say whether he had behaved well or if he had done something he shouldn't have, ask for forgiveness when he had been selfish, tell him that he liked a girl in his class, ask why his mom sometimes cried in silence, say that he was afraid of the dark, ask him to take care of his grandmother, and thank him for the little things that no one else noticed. Sometimes he talked a lot. Sometimes he just said, "Today I'm tired, but here I am." His mother would listen from the doorway some nights and smile, because her son didn't pray the way he had been taught in catechism. He prayed as if talking to a friend. One day, the teacher asked the children to write a prayer. The others wrote long, formal, perfect sentences. The boy just stared at the paper. He didn't know what to write. He didn't know how to start with Almighty Lord, nor how to end with Amen in the right way. So he wrote the only thing he knew how to say: "God, thank you for listening to me, even though sometimes I don't know what to say." The teacher read all the prayers out loud. Some were very beautiful, others very elaborate. When she got to the boys, she paused for a few seconds and her eyes filled with tears, because she understood something that adults sometimes forget. God doesn't need speeches, he needs truth. A hard winter came for his family. His father lost his job, the bills piled up, and the house filled with worries. One night, the boy heard his parents arguing in low voices. He didn't understand everything, but he understood fear. He went to his room, sat on the bed, and said, "God, I don't know how to help you, but if you can do something, do it. I trust you." He didn't ask for money, he didn't ask for specific miracles, he just spoke. The next day his mother received a phone call. A former boss was offering temporary work. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough. The family could breathe again. The boy didn't know that his prayer had been part of something bigger. He only knew that God listened. The years went by, the boy grew up, life became more complex, responsibilities heavier, and decisions more difficult. One day, as a teenager, he stopped talking to God, not out of anger, not out of rebellion, but out of haste. He thought he should know how to pray better, that he should be more worthy, more proper, more perfect. Until one night, after a failure that left him heartbroken, he remembered something. He remembered his bed. He remembered his small voice saying, "Hi, God, it's me again." And he did it again, without formulas, without protocol, without fear. "God, I'm lost, but here I am." And he felt peace, not because everything was resolved in that instant, but because he spoke from the heart again. Reflection. Many times we believe that to approach God we need perfect words. We think we need to know long prayers, that we must use solemn language, that we have to measure up. But God does not listen to perfection, he listens to sincerity. He doesn't need complicated phrases. He knows the heartbeat, he knows the fear, he knows the hidden desire, he knows the wound we don't know how to explain. Sometimes we stop praying because we feel we don't know how to do it well, but prayer is not a competition, it's an encounter. It's sitting at the edge of life and saying, "Here I am." It's daring to speak when your heart trembles. It's trusting when we don't understand. It's being grateful even when we don't see immediate results. Faith is not about saying everything perfectly, it's about saying everything truthfully. That child reminds us of something profound. God is not looking for experts in words. He is looking for children who dare to speak. Moral: God listens to sincerity, not perfection. It doesn't matter if your words are awkward. It doesn't matter if you have doubts. It doesn't matter if all you can say is, "I'm tired," or "I'm afraid," or "thank you." He listens, he always listens. Final message. Today maybe you don't need a long prayer. Maybe you just need to close your eyes and say, "God, it's me again," and let your heart speak. If this story touched your soul, if it reminded you that you can still talk to God like you did when you were a child, subscribe and help me grow this community of faith and love, where every story seeks to heal, inspire, and bring us closer to true love. Because it's never too late to start talking to God from the heart again.